times have you checked their Instagram today? Or maybe you told yourself, I'm just curious. But let's be real. Every scroll, every story, every post feels like reopening a wound you're trying so hard to heal. You see, something you weren't ready for. And boom. So that's the problem. Back to day one, back to the pain, back to the ache. But here's what no one tells you. You are not weak for checking. You're wired for attachment. This is what our brain knows. And today I am going to show you how to break the cycle, not through guilt, but through understanding. Because when you stop feeding the past, you finally start feeding your peace and welcome the future. So, welcome to another episode of From Breakup to Badass. I am Yanira, speaker, wellness coach, and your guide through the messy, beautiful process of rebuilding after heartbreak. And if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode that helps you rise stronger, calmer, and more confident than ever before. Okay, so let's start. What's the reason that we cannot stop checking the Instagram, social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever it is? So let's talk about what's really happening when you actually check your ex social media. And it's not obsession, it's just withdrawal. So according to a study from the University of Missouri, people who stalk their exes online experience more distress, and listen to this, experience more distress, jealously, and a slower emotional recovery than those who disconnect. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's challenging, but yes, you can do it. So why does it happen? Because your brain is addicted to them, literally. Okay. So when you see their post, your brain releases dopamine because that's what you do for 5 years, 7 years, so any 5 years, whatever it is. So the same chemical trigger by gambling or sugar. So I have talked about this before. So dopamine is it's part of the reward system, right? So every time you go to social media and to see their post, it's just like being addicted to sugar or to gambling or to alcohol or to drugs. So it's a hit of reward and actually pain all at once. So your brain goes, oh, maybe I'll feel better if I just look just once more. But what actually happens, you spiral again. This is just like when you're doing a diet, or let's say when you stop smoking for a week and then you relapse, and then your brain is like, okay, you cannot do this, you're not hard, you're not good enough, and all that happens. So no, I mean, you're not crazy. You're experiencing an emotional craving, and the withdrawal is the hard part. So I have talked in in past episodes about why does this hurt so much. So social media keeps the illusion of connection alive. Remember, when you are in the middle of a breakup, or when you actually broke up or are in the middle of it, right? That illusion, that connection, that seeing the post, it keeping the life that you will never have alive. I know this is a tough decision, but just bear with me. So it makes it hard to accept that it's over, right? Because part of your mind still thinks they're right here, I can see them, but seeing them isn't actually healing you. It's actually freezing you in place, in that past. So remember, sometimes when we keep rebuilding the past, it's harder to move forward to the future, that amazing future that you will have, I promise you. So your body keeps releasing, every time you scroll down, your body keeps releasing cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Your nervous system stays alert, waiting for the next update. So what's gonna happen? What they are gonna post or whatever it is. So according to 2018 study from the cyber psychology, behavior, and social networking, people who continue to follow or engage with their exes online report significantly higher levels or of anxiety, longing, and sadness, even months after the breakup. So this isn't just emotional, and I've said it many times, it's biological. So what's the next step? Protecting your peace. And this is when we actually talk about the practical steps, because remember, this is from breakup to badass. One day you're broken, but the other day you work toward the woman that you were meant to be. So let's do something about it, right? Because to be a badass is to actually do something about it. I know sometimes it can be challenging, and I know sometimes you want to stay in bed. It's okay, all right? But if we want to become a badass, we need to take action. So here are 3 steps, maybe 3 activities that can actually work, because I have done it myself and so have my clients. So the first one is a 7-day digital detox. This is like a diet. Let's do it for a week, okay? Let's not watch TV for a week. Let's not smoke for a week. Whatever it is that you're doing, this actually work. So one of the things that you can do is mute, unfollow, or block. And it's not about being petty. It's about your peace. It's about being peaceful. It's about moving forward. It's about when you don't see it, it's actually better for you. You're not punishing them. You're actually protecting yourself. So for the next 7 days, say, I choose me, my mind, my heart, my peace. So just choose one thing, okay? If you unfollow, you're not going to see the notifications. If you block them, you're not going to see that. I mean, you can actually reverse that in the long run. But if you want your peace back, it is better just to do a digital detox. So just choose one thing that you can do. It's not like you have to do it in every single platform, although if it is a digital detox, I do recommend. And then just check on you how you feel after 7 days. So that's something that might actually work. And I never stalked my exes before. I mean, when I was done, I was done. But it's not only that person, it's the family, it's the, I don't know, the in-laws, whatever it is. So just be mindful and just take care of yourself, because this is about protecting yourself. One of the other things that you can do, the second activity that you can do, is like a replacement ritual, right? So every time you feel tempted to check, open your notes app. I have my notes app and write. Okay, right now I feel, and you can say it and let it all out. Don't censor it. We have talked about the power of writing. When you put it in writing, you lessen the power that it has over you, and you actually see another side of it. So you'll start noticing that what you actually miss isn't them. It's the connection, it's the comfort, it's the closure, it's the life that you thought that you were gonna have like in your mind but never had. So you are actually not missing something that you had. You're actually missing the future of it several times. And one of the other things that you can do is maybe make a peace list, right? So write down like 3 things that bring you peace, no matter how small. For example, for me, I remember when I got separated from my husband, from my ex-husband, back then my husband. But for me, peace was getting up, waking up actually, meditate in bed, then taking the dogs out. This was like for the first 3 weeks that I was in my country house. And then after taking the dogs out, I would exercise for an hour. That would just, that was peace for me. It was important. And I think I have would have gotten sick if I didn't do that because I was sad, because of everything that was going on. So when the urge of looking and scrolling down hits, just go do one thing, those things instead. So you're reframing, you're doing a ritual, or something that you can do. Just text a friend, take a walk, play your favorite song. I remember I was listening to a lot of songs back then and sing it because, as you can see, I love a microphone. But your nervous system needs a new source of soothing, and something that I think I have started doing that a long time ago, but I just caress my forefront and just caress my hair, and that soothes me. And we have the power to soothe ourselves in the case we don't have anybody there. Let's, I'm just gonna tell you some questions, and maybe you can reflect, and maybe you can pause if you need to. But ask yourself, so what am I really hoping to find when I check? Wow, that could be really important. Is it, I mean, do you want pain? Like, is that what you want? Do you want them to be sad? What is it? So that's important. Another question could be, what part of me is still seeking answers there? Do I want to find them with another person? And then, I mean, just think about it. What if peace isn't in their feet, but in my freedom? That's actually very powerful. Not in their feet, but in my freedom. And you cannot have freedom if you're actually scrolling. So just, you can't heal if you keep reopening the wound over and over. And every time that you choose your peace over pain, you prove to your nervous system that you are safe. And that's how healing really begins. So, if this episode reminded you that it is important to do a digital detox for 7 days, or if you know somebody that actually needs this, so share it with someone who needs that reminder as well. And tag me on your Instagram stories at Yanira Pui Wellness. And if you want to learn more on how to coach with me outside of this podcast, send me an email at info@janirapuy.com. And that's what I have for you today. So I'm going to leave you with the same thing I leave you every single week. Remember, you've got this. Now go live like the badass that you are.